Today, we're tackling a question many of us face: how to tell confusing creatures apart. We'll be diving into 5 pairs or trios of animals that often trip us up and reveal the key differences to spot them like a pro. Let's get started. Whales, dolphins, and porpoises. Moving on from the tiniest to some of the biggest, whales, dolphins, and porpoises can also be tricky to distinguish. We all know the terms, but how do we use them correctly? Size isn't the only factor. You might have heard that orcas, killer whales, are actually dolphins, or that dwarf sperm whales are tiny. Here's the truth: all dolphins are whales, and all porpoises are whales too, including orcas. Whales are a massive group divided into 2 categories: baleen whales and toothed whales. Baleen whales have filter feeders in their mouths for straining tiny krill from the water. Toothed whales are hunters that go after larger prey like fish and squid. So how do we tell dolphins and porpoises apart? Here are some clues. Dolphins generally have longer snouts, a curved dorsal fin, and are more vocal. Porpoises have shorter snouts, a triangular dorsal fin, and tend to be quieter. Teeth. The biggest giveaway might be hidden. Dolphins have cone-shaped teeth, while porpoises have spade-shaped teeth. Moths versus butterflies. Moths and butterflies can be very similar and hard to tell apart. They're both insects in the order Lepidoptera, with similar body shapes, wing structures, and habits. There are some misconceptions about how to tell them apart. Many believe moths are all dull in color and fly only at night, while butterflies are colorful daytime flyers. However, some moths are brightly colored and some butterflies are dull. There are 2 reliable ways to tell them apart. Antennae. Butterflies almost always have thin antennae with a club at the end, while moths have no club and can have either straight or feathery antennae. Rare exceptions exist, like the American moth butterflies, which lack clubs, and some moths that have clubbed antennae. Wing position. Butterflies rest with their wings held upright above their bodies, while moths usually rest with their wings flat against their bodies. Again, there are exceptions, like certain moths that hold their wings up or at an angle. Frogs versus toads. We often hear that frogs live in water, have smooth skin and webbed feet, while toads prefer land, have bumpy skin, and lack webbing. But this isn't entirely accurate. Both frogs and toads belong to the order Anura. In fact, all toads are technically frogs. Anura is further divided into families, and only one is considered true toads, the Bufonidae family. True toads lay eggs in strings and have special glands that produce toxins. However, other frog families also have toad in their names, like firebelly toads or spadefoot toads. So calling any amphibian a frog is technically correct, even if it's a toad. Turtles versus tortoises. This one seems simple, right? Turtles live in water, tortoises live on land. But the classification gets more interesting. This group of reptiles, called Testudinata, is actually divided into 2 suborders: side-neck turtles and hidden-neck turtles. Every single Testudinata is considered a turtle, including tortoises. Side-neck turtles, as the name suggests, tuck their heads sideways under their shells when threatened. Hidden-neck turtles retract their heads directly inside. Within hidden-neck turtles, there are soft-shell and hard-shell varieties. Hard-shell turtles include sea turtles, snapping turtles, and yes, tortoises. So, red-eared sliders are actually closer relatives to giant tortoises than they are to snapping turtles. Alligators versus crocodiles. In the United States, people often confuse alligators and crocodiles. This might be because these are the only 2 large reptiles in the region. The key differences lie in their snouts and teeth. Alligators have U-shaped snouts, are dark-colored, and only show their upper teeth when their mouths are closed. Crocodiles have V-shaped snouts, are lighter in color, and show both upper and lower teeth when their mouths are closed, but globally, things get more complex. All these animals belong to the same order, Crocodilia. However, this order is further divided into 3 families. Alligators. This family includes 2 living species, the American alligator and the Chinese alligator, along with the 6 species of caimans. They're all recognizable by their broader, rounded snouts. Alligators and caimans are mostly found in the Americas, with the exception of the Chinese alligator. Crocodiles. This is a much larger and more widespread family, with 16 species found in Africa, Asia, Australia, and tropical America. They have the characteristic V-shaped snouts and visible upper and lower teeth. Gharials. These unique reptiles are often placed in their own separate family. They have only 2 living species, the gharial and the false gharial, both found in South and Southeast Asia. Gharials are easily distinguished by their extremely long and narrow snouts. That's it for today. I hope this video clarifies how to tell these fascinating creatures apart. Let me know in the comments below if there are other animal lookalikes you'd like to see covered in a future video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.